Selling info products, even in 2024, is one of the best business models. But unfortunately, everybody sees these very successful info product sellers, and they're usually selling these high-ticket info products, $500, $1,000, $2,000. And you're like, wow, I want to be like that. And so you think you have to create these massive undertakings of these info products, and that is the absolute worst approach that you could try out when you're starting in this business. Instead, believe it or not, you want to sell really cheap, really short info products that focus on immediately making somebody's life better as soon as they come in contact with it and purchase it. That is the easiest way to make $1 million or your first $1 million in this business. So you got to start small to go big. I've done this now for 15 plus years and sold countless info products in all sorts of niches. And I'm going to give you my 22 best tips to get started in this business. Let's go. Number one, instant gratification is the strongest appeal that you can use when creating a low ticket entry point level information product. A small problem solved today is better than a big problem solved tomorrow. Number two, narrow your focus extremely. Just like the highest paid doctors are also the most specialized, creating a product for a very, very specific market on a very, very specific topic makes everything easier. It's easier to get the traffic, it's easier to create a conversion, it's easier to create the product, and it's easier to provide support. Number three, the best audiences to go after are the ones that are completely neglected by others, who are buying mediocre products, and they know that these products are mediocre, but they buy them anyway because it's better than buying nothing. Number four, try creating the product in one sitting. You narrow the focus. What's something that somebody could implement and see benefit from the first, second, or third attempt of trying it? Also, can somebody see how doing this thing can easily save them much more money than what they're going to spend on the product? And number three, does it solve a pain problem that every minute they delay on solving increases the pain even more? Number five, use Amazon.com bestseller books lists and look for best-selling books that are in a category, within a category, within a category. And then once you find those books, look inside them and hone in on a single chapter that meets the above criteria. And that's how you find your product topic. Number six, when creating your product, focus on outcomes over information. People don't want to learn nearly as much as they want to change limiting behaviors. Number seven, the better someone feels about following your solution, the more likely they will buy it and benefit from it. So it's less about what they're taught, it's more about how they feel about what they're taught that makes the difference. Number eight, during your research phase, look for things that are easy to accept by your audience and easy for you to explain. Focus on tactics. Sell them a small win today, and then that will allow you to sell them a bigger win tomorrow. Number nine, find and deliver information that helps remove at least one major negative emotion and it replaces it with one major positive emotion. Number 10, Parkinson's law is either your best buddy or your worst enemy. Since the task at hand, which is creating the product in this case, expands to fill the available time, if you don't use time limits, then you will never finish the product. That's why I'm a fan of doing them in one single sitting. Number 11, the best places to do research. YouTube videos, medium.com, slideshare.net, forums, and podcasts. Pro tip, listen to podcasts at 2x speed. Number 12, product creation hack. Most top of class experts you can pay less than $100 for an hour of their time, then you can interview them. And then that allows you to have all the materials you need to create your info product. And bonus points, you can even potentially tap into their proof in your sales letter. Number 13, my favorite question to ask when creating an info product. If I only had 6 pages to present my solution, what would I share and what would I leave out? Number 14, there's only 2 ways to teach anything, either step by step or here's the most important factors to consider. Once you know this, not only does it make it way easier for you to create content, the content you create will be far superior to what most other content creators are putting out because now you have clarity. Number 15, for each step or factor that you share, follow this formula. Here's why it's important, here's what's involved, here's how to do it, and here's what's likely to happen as a result. And just repeat that for each step or for each factor. Number 16, tap into these 3 dominant motivators: empowerment, achievement, and connection. Here's how this will empower you. Here's what you'll be able to achieve. And here's how this will strengthen the connection you have with others. Number 17, start with a simple ebook as your first product, unless you're horrible at writing and you're also really good at speaking off an outline. Any ebook that you make today can be turned into an audio or a video product later, and believe it or not, you can sell that same thing to the same audience who bought your ebook. Number 18, crawl, walk, and then run. Most gurus, they're going to teach from the results of their decade-plus experience and insights, and this is why customers have trouble following their advice. Instead, meet the customer where they're at, then level them up each step of the process. And by the way, this is how you should do everything. Number 19, the sales letter for your info product goes like this: headline plus a lead plus 10 to 15 bullet points of what's in the product plus a call to action plus some sort of urgency. Your letter should be very simple when it comes to the design, and it should land at less than 1,000 words. Number 20, price and position your product so it creates an impulse purchase. This is the easiest way to get a complete stranger to buy from you who's never heard of you before. They can say, oh, this is really cheap and it seems like I'll get a benefit from it immediately. And then once they buy from you, that's when you got their attention and you can prove your value, and then you can sell them higher priced solutions. Number 21, borrow proof if you don't have it. This is quotes from experts, facts, stats, anything you can find from credible folks and sources that will validate the claims of your product. Number 22, my favorite traffic getting technique is this: I get a commitment ahead of time from an influencer that they will send traffic to my product once it's created. So before I ever create the product, I know I have traffic in hand already. Now, if you're starting out, be willing to give them even all of the money from the promo if that's what it takes to close the deal. Because here's the thing, getting the customer is more important than getting the money, and that's especially true when starting out.